catch, which is nice. And now the ball has been rolling. But one of the people who came to that press conference with a team of folks and with a great petition was Justin. So, thank you, Chris.
Oh, wow, I have 1 minute. So I know that many of you are familiar with the story of Cathie Black, the mayor's appointee to the school's chancellor position. I see a lot of supporters of our cause out there, Councilman Williams and others. And so I'll be really brief. As a teacher, I teach and live in Brooklyn. When I heard about the resignation of Joel Klein and the appointment of Ms. Black, I mean, the first response was I was talking with colleagues and friends of mine, other teachers and parents and friends, and it was just complete surprise. I mean, we were all really we were struck by just it came out of left field. It really did for all of us. And so I went online and you know, as like from a younger generation of people who takes our anger and frustration and whatever online, I went online and I just started to read the posts and the rants that people were already making on news articles and blogs, and something struck me about that. There was so much already public input going back into it, and it just seemed like it wasn't really going anywhere, though, because an anonymous posting on a blog of 3 paragraphs doesn't really move anything. And so I thought, okay, well, you know what I'll do? I'll write a letter, and I immediately understood what needed to be done, because I started to read into the law and the process, and because Cathie Black doesn't have the qualifications set out by state law to be school's chancellor, she needs a waiver from the state commissioner, David M. Steiner. And so I thought, well, I'll write a letter to Commissioner Steiner urging him to deny that waiver. It just seemed like the best way to insert sort of myself and my point into the process, into the law. And so I wrote this letter and I posted it up onto a website and asked if anybody would sign it. And this was about a week ago that this happened. And over the days I watched the numbers grow. And not only that, people would leave comments with their signature. And the comments themselves are incredibly insightful. I mean, what I see there is students, teachers, a lot of teachers. Truthfully, there's so many teachers. And the fact that they're willing to say that they're teachers and oftentimes even say where they teach or what they teach is to me a sign of bravery, because it takes a certain amount of courage to be able to say that in a public document, right? Knowing that you might face some kind of retribution for it. And so parents, teachers, students signing this thing, adding their insightful comments. I just looked at it about half an hour ago, and we had just surpassed 10,000 signatures. I don't even know what to think at this point, because just looking at the process of where we've come from, it started with just me on the computer, and then after a few days I realized that I needed help. And so I called up some former students who I knew were interested in activism and grassroots campaigning, and I said, do you guys want to help out with this project? I now have 5 students working with me in Red Hook each day, getting the word out about the petition. I really see this thing moving forward and gaining momentum, because I know that there are people out there, like many of you, I'm sure, that are concerned about this appointment and that really want to add their public input into what should have been a public process. And I think that is the resounding pattern or theme that we're hearing here, is that people are upset with the process, not necessarily with Ms. Black herself. She may be a wonderful person, like many people have said, but the process here. And so I urge you, first of all, to check out the petition if you haven't already. You can find it through the website that we've set up, www.dearcommissionersteiner.info, where there's a link to the petition. I also stream comments on a Twitter feed from the petition, so you can actually see the comments that people are making, and join our mailing list, and really help to get the word out about this cause. And I think that with your support and the support of many, many, many other parents and teachers and students across the city, we can make a difference here and send a message to the mayor and to the state senate and assembly and the commissioner that we're serious about having somebody qualified in that position. So thank you for your support.